Oh my goodness gracious. What's up, dudes and dudes to the internet? My name's Scythe and we are back here for some more Zelda Breath of the Wild. And if you're sitting there wondering, why aren't we in Death Mountain or Mount Doom? We're going to be going back there shortly. However, I've just kind of been exploring. I've got lots of little snippets of footage that I am going to be showing you a little bit later in the episode because I don't want to get into it just yet, but I've kind of been going along the coastline here. I actually ended up going over here to Aris Beach and destroying... It was just a random enemy encampment, and apparently it updated one of the quests that we ended up getting a while back in Woodland Village, so... We'll see what ends up happening today, but I have been so super duper busy. And then over on Mount Doom, oh man alive, you can see all of the different markers. This is such an ore, you know, there's so much ore there. It's just ridiculous and awesome. I've been going through the mountains trying to just mine up all of it that I could, but as I was going along this coastline here, trying to see whether or not there was a shrine nearby, I know there's this one, but there should have been one down here, at least somewhere, because otherwise I've been going along this whole area and I haven't found anything. There might very well be a shrine somewhere in that section. However, if we come down here, I notice this little globe right here, and there's a freak guarding it, which tells me she's probably gonna want us to kill some stuff. I also ended up cooking up a whole bunch of food. Okay, your skin is so smooth and gorgeous, my little Roscoe. She's talking to the orb. Someone's watching us. Oh, my sweet Roscoe, you're so shy, aren't you? Yes, you are. Why not proudly show off your beaming beauty, my darling? You really must come out of your shell. The person watching looks like he wants something. Maybe he's after... Is he after you? Don't you worry, my sweet Roscoe. I would never, ever, ever let you go. This is really, really weird. I'm head over heels for my special friend who's been around since ancient times. You're so ancient and special, Roscoe. Yes, you are. Sorry, my sweet Roscoe, but I fibbed a little. The truth is, I want to see guardians. Flying ones, small ones, ones that walk around. There's flying guardians? I want to see all the guardians in all the world, not the ones around here that have rusted away either. I want to see fresh and lively guardians. Oh, like the one I just killed 2 seconds ago, just before we were coming over here. If I ever get to see them, I may just have to leave you, my friend. Oh, but don't worry, getting near a guardian is too dangerous for me. Flying ones, small ones, ones that walk. I'm afraid seeing guardians like that is nothing more than a dream within a dream for me. Oh, Guardian slideshow. So do we gotta show her a picture of them? Or do we have to figure out some way to safely show her what the different guardians look like? The 3 include small guardians, flying guardians, and guardians that walk around. Okay, we've never... Wait, small guardians are just the normal small little robots, but flying guardians is something we've never seen before. I don't know, dude. That's actually kind of scary. Now, that kind of sucks because that means we're probably already going to be getting out of this dump, but we don't have any fast travel points. Oh, well, I guess that means I'll have to just travel here in our time. Oh, wait a minute. I see this little rock over here. There is definitely something to it. Oh, I understand. Look, there's a baby rock underneath. Can we just lift it up? No, we can't. Okay, so we just gotta telekinetic blast this thing. Boop, 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 boop. That should do it, right? Rah! See you later, sucker. And this is gonna be a Korok, obviously. There's been so many Koroks on this beach side. It's insane, dude. Like, seriously. Okay, get out of the way, you little freak. Whoop! I'm gonna head on back to Death Mountain there. And I guess I'll show you all of the stuff that I did off camera. Alrighty, so first of all, over here by the Stinger Cliffs, I ended up seeing this Henu Pond and stuff like that. Jumped down into the ring of lily pads, and we got ourselves a Korok Seed. And then I also ended up heading back to, well, it's by now Naburu. We ended up going to this area like right at the beginning of the game. And then I found this random little alcove here. Ended up magnetizing one of the boulders to move the other boulders and open a chest, which ended up giving us some topaz. Not really worth showing that, but I did anyway. Then I ended up heading back to the Gerudo Canyon Pass by Nafura Hill or whatever, just kind of at the edge of the starting area, and I noticed these little suckers hanging out on the wall. magnetized the little block at the bottom, put it in the right placement, got a Korok Seed. And then over here by Lake Intempipipan, it's the tower that is located on Death Mountain. There was a random Korok just hidden inside a rock right there. And over here on Death Mountain as well, kind of by the... It's not the Goron hot springs, but it's a different type of hot springs. I noticed that there was these blastable rocks, and then, oh man, on the other side was yet another one. Then up over here, a little bit further up the mountain, there was this kind of section that was full of lava and stuff, lots of interesting things in the area. But I ended up finding these rocks at the ledge, or this one rock at the ledge. Notice the lava pool down at the bottom, push the rock into the lava pool to get a Korok Seed. As I was just randomly climbing up the mountain as well to get to another section that I noticed had a whole bunch of ore, we fought our first Fire Talus Rock Geodude Golem dude. He was pretty difficult. Not because of actually, like, fighting him was okay. You know, I just kept hitting him, pelting him with some ice arrows to cool him down. Then I jumped on top of him and damaged him. But every time he would shake me off, I would fall into the lava, the screen would fade out, and then my character would respawn in front of the rock dude, and it's like I was standing there before the camera faded back in, so he would always get a free shot on me every single time. So... thanks for that one, Nintendo. Your seamless transition almost got me killed. Now, this kind of sucked. I've been noticing a lot of these guys more and more lately, but just left of the Goron Hot Springs, I noticed that there was this random... one of those Korok targeting things, and it's just there at random, like no matter what. I didn't actually stand beside a fan to activate an archery challenge or anything. There's even another one that I didn't include in the footage because it actually requires us to have a sniper bow because I can't shoot far enough. But anyway, over here by Gorko Lake, there was one of these things. Match the pattern, bada bing, bada boom. 3 boulders, huh? I wonder what that means. Oh wait, push it down into the little hot spring, get ourselves another seed. And then over here, kind of by the Gotrem Cliff and Goron B River or whatever, there was another 3 boulders that I noticed was very suspicious. Took a little while for me to actually push it down into the lava hole down below, got another seed. And then way back at the Gamma Cove, or Palmore Ruins, jumped down into the lily pads, got another Korok Seed. And generally, this is where I started to kind of explore down the beach a little bit. As you see, I'm already past Aris Beach. I already ended up defeating that area I mentioned previously. That was actually part of the quest. And then ended up seeing another one of these random targets under the cliff. This I didn't even think was going to be a Korok Seed, but it was just a little bit further down the coast. I thought it was actually tied to these rocks that I already saw just to the left of that other seed, because I didn't know where the extra rock was, and then I just found out, oh, it was right behind this one, planted it in the circle, and bada bing, bada boom. Then climbing to the top of the mountain by the Melania Spring, of course there was a boulder up on the top, got us another Korok Seed. And this one I thought was really cool because there was this huge pattern of stones just under the Heron Lake, and very, very neat, kind of reminded me of like a crop circle type of thing, right? But it was extremely simple. All I had to do was find the spot where one of the rocks was missing, and then there was a nearby rock that I placed into it. But either way, I thought that this was just such a cool way of getting a Korok Seed. I really hope that there's other ones or other areas that kind of have a little bit more of a difficult pattern for the eye to recognize. And then just over here, just kind of still on the mountain by Melania Spring, there was one of these thingamabobs, took the magnet block, recognized the pattern, and put it in the proper spot to get ourselves another Korok. And this one by Puffer Beach was, I mean, there was so many Koroks down by this beach. There was the one in the lily pads. Very close by, there was one of these little dudes racing around. And there was also a bunch of stones that took me a while to actually notice. I only noticed it at night because during the day, the water was way too reflective for me to actually see that there was some of the stone blocks in the water, including the metal block that we had to match the pattern for. Okay, man alive. And then on top of all of that, I guess I should try and go to Laurelin or whatever that town's called to finish off that quest. But just over here, I ended up finding that there was a shrine just hanging out because I was kind of going along the lava riverbed here, right? And oh man alive, there's so much ore in this area. We're actually sitting on 27,000 rupees right now because of all of the ore that I've mined all over the place. Now, I still go around fighting the Talos and stuff like that, but honestly speaking, I think it's actually more beneficial time-wise and as far as efficiency is concerned to just wander around mining stuff and then just get out of town, right? So anyways, this spot was really difficult to get to because unlike the water, we can't swim in it, right? So I had to use the magnetic magnesis to actually get all of these blocks all the way over here so that I could not only unlock the fast travel point, but then also unlock the shrine. I think we're sitting on over 90 Korok Seeds, not exactly sure. A balanced approach. Okay, so this is gonna be to do with weight distribution. That's pretty cool. But our goal today is actually not going to be going for the Goron town and main city and stuff like that. We're actually going to be trying our best to get the Lost Woods. I ended up looking it up and it seems like, let me see, can I actually get the map? I think this area actually has the Lost Woods, which means that not only somewhere in there is going to be inventory expansion, but there's also the Master Sword in there as well. So we might actually be getting the Master Sword within the next couple episodes, which is very exciting because we do have enough hard containers for it. But most of all, I'm looking for that inventory expansion, man. It's going to be so much more useful. And very soon after that, after we actually find the inventory expansion, I really want to head back over to Gerudo Town so that I can end up getting ourselves the the Thunder Helmet. How do we actually do this? This got to do with weight distribution, so we have to kind of use, well, how do we actually move these things? That's the real bottom line. Is there something we can magnetize up there? Is there a way that we can actually get up there? It looks like we're supposed to magnetize something up into these things, but I'm not exactly sure. Maybe the whole point is that, yeah, look at that. Okay, I understand. So we can actually use normal arrows through these torches to set fire to either the box or the barrels and stuff like that. I'm guessing that we want to destroy that box, actually, because, ooh, I don't want to use bomb arrows. I've been finding random arrows here and there all over the place, but let's set that on fire. Hopefully, there we go. And then that should get rid of that box, which will make all of this stuff fall down. Which means we're gonna end up getting the chest anyways. And then I guess we could end up at least moving the barrels. But otherwise, this is actually surprisingly a tricky puzzle. Small key. Oh, okay, so this is gonna actually give us access to some metal blocks. I wasn't sure if this was actually going to be just getting us into the section that we needed. And we were already done with the dungeon. Because that would be crazy. Okay, so let me just get all of these suckers out of their little hole here. Oh boy, okay, so that one block alone is a little bit too much. So I see what it means when it talks about weight distribution. Oh my goodness gracious, that is terrifying. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Okay, let's see whether or not, like, are two of these going to equal the same amount? Like, are we gonna be good here? At the least, yeah, that's what I was hoping, is that it was going to end up actually stopping, like the block was going to end up stopping us from actually getting spiked, right? Okay, was that already it? Was there secretly no treasure in here? Because another thing that I have noticed, oh no, there's the treasure up there, is that the shrines on the map, you'll actually see. Let me actually show you an example right here. Not that one. This one right here. See how it's got a little chest marker beside it? That means that we actually got the item in the area, or in the shrine. Now, while personally I don't really care about getting all the random side treasure, and I think the game does a pretty good job forcing us to get treasure that's actually worthwhile and worth getting, you know, we did end up finding the climb suit and the electric, like the rubber pants in one of the shrines, so maybe I'm gonna have to go off camera and try to actually find all of that treasure. I'm gonna get this spirit sphere before we end up going for the treasure in this shrine, though. Maybe there's an easier way of doing this, but this actually is surprisingly difficult because we have to use a bucket to jump up here. Or at least I thought we did, right? Because otherwise for some reason, he's kind of being an idiot and doesn't want to actually climb up this thing. There we go. Then we climb up here. And then we simply put, will actually, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. And now it's actually underneath us. That's no good. Okay, there, now at least it's kind of cooperating. But I just wanted to put this down over here. So that we would end up getting that thing to hold us up, and bada bing, bada boom. Is this going to end up being actually anything worthwhile? A Knight's Claymore with long throw. That's not bad, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, our inventory's full. That's the other thing too, like, rip me for not actually getting all of the treasure and all the other dungeons, because if we're not trying to actually get 100% on this game, but what I mean by that is just like, that means that I'm gonna have to go out of my way just to double check all of those shrines and stuff. Now, maybe I'll end up doing that sometime soon. Otherwise, you know, at least it'll give me something to do. But for the most part, I think I'm just going to, hopefully we can actually make this. I think I'm just going to end up actually waiting to do all of that stuff a little bit later in the game. Maybe once we actually get all of the shrines done, then I could just kind of look up online all of the treasures that you actually get from all the shrines, just so I know which ones to actually go for. Unless you actually need all of the treasure from all the shrines in order to actually get like a good percentage on the game or something like that. I don't know. What I'm actually heading for, where is it? Is that over here? Yeah, it's way over here. So I gotta do a little bit of climbing here. Even though I love this area, we're, you know, like I said, we gotta get the inventory expansion. That is our top priority. Not hanging out in a beautiful lava area or taking on the divine beast in any way, shape, or form. I want to start heading over in this direction because the tower for the next section is actually really, really close by. Oh, and I almost forgot to actually tell you because I didn't actually record it. That's why I kind of forgot. But I ended up actually going around and upgrading all of our armor. So we've pretty much got everything upgraded to the max that we can right now until we end up getting our great fairy freed. You know, that said, we still don't have like our guardian circlet helmet thing. That's not fully upgraded. It can't be fully upgraded right now because we need diamonds, and diamonds are extremely rare. Like, even with the amount of ore that I've mined and everything like that, I don't even think I found one diamond. Or maybe I did, and maybe we could upgrade it right now. I don't know. But in any case, see, look at this. Here's the tower right here, right there. There's also Ganon's castle, which is beautiful, or Hyrule Castle, I guess I should say. There's the stupid divine beast. I wonder if that counts as a flying guardian. I doubt it. Maybe there's flying guardians inside that area. But down there, that's the Lost Woods. I've heard some tales about that place. Not that many, you know, because I stay away from all of the spoilers and stuff. But I have heard that it's like pitch black in there, and it actually requires you to carry a torch, which I think is awesome, by the way. Kind of forces us to use new mechanics that we wouldn't otherwise do, right? Okay, this tower is gonna be a little bit tricky to get to, just because it looks like we're gonna be in for a little bit of a fight. Oh my goodness gracious. It's like a giant sakura tree. That's so beautiful. Is that supposed to be the giant Deku tree or something like that? That is awesome, dude. We're gonna spend like 5 episodes in there. Like, seriously. Okay, Geronimo, here we go. Let's just hope that we can make this. I'm gonna try and get over to this platform right over here. I'm assuming, yep, there's a couple lizard dudes hanging out at the bottom down there. There's also electric stuff. Oh, there's actually an electric lizard down there. And those platforms are made of metal, so as he swims by them, you can kind of see he is actually getting them electrocuted. How do we actually climb up this tower that's right in front of us? I think we quite simply put, like, literally just climb it. You know? Okay, this is gonna suck. There's also a fire mage over there. You know what? I didn't want to actually do that. Okay, okay. Let's stasis this guy. Whoopsie daisy, I kind of messed up with all of those. That probably is going to end up hurting me. I didn't know there was gonna be a random hole in the floor. Like, okay. Oh my, now I just gave him a fire weapon. Yeah! Take that, stupid. At least he was a weaker one of those dudes. We're running can't carry any more meals. I mean, I wasn't trying to carry a meal. Now, is that guy rocking? Is he actually using a fire, like, I'll take a picture of that thing. Is he rocking a fire rod or a fire staff? Apparently, from what I've heard, there's actually a couple different magic weapons that we haven't run into yet. Oh, you know what else I just realized? It's raining. Why? Why, you stupid game? Why is it always raining? Okay, well, I guess that leaves some room for us to experiment and do some other stuff. This guy, for some reason, really likes dancing around that freak. Whoopsie daisy, I didn't want to actually hit him. Okay. Okay, this is not Woodland Tower. This is not working out well. Well, we got plenty of ice arrows, so you know what? Boop! There you go. Oh no, his staff's gone. Oh, I wanted that too. We don't have enough climbing capabilities to actually get up there, dude. I really wish there might even be one, but I really do hope that somewhere down the line, maybe even in Zora's domain, I kind of am curious to actually go head over to that place sometime soon, just so that we can end up going into the town and trying to see what the armor is, because I got a suspicion that somewhere in this game there's going to be armor that allows us to climb around in the rain or be unaffected by the rain or something to that effect. The Thunder Helmet, though, that still is definitely a treasure worth going for, that we're going to go for eventually, but I gotta wait for this rain to pass. Well, at least this place does have a roof, so we can just, I don't want to select the baked apple. At least it has a roof, so we can put down a fire pit. Rain, go away. Okay, it's cloudy. That I can deal with. Let's just climb up here. I got re-equipped ourselves too. We actually don't even need the armor that we're rocking right now, so let's actually grab ourselves some heavy armor here so that we can actually defend ourselves. Ooh, creep along the edge, because I think there was an enemy over here. Not that this is going to be particularly difficult or anything like that. We'll also have to see where we are on time. We might just be able to get this tower and then go into the Lost Woods, and we'll probably have to save the next episode for actually venturing into the Lost Woods. You know what I mean? Okay, where was the enemy that was up here? I thought he was around, but I guess not. Okay, here we go. I gotta climb this now. Link? Oh, jeez, sometimes he's such a jerk. Another thing, too, that I've noticed is Urbosa's Fury only seems to ever recharge with 3 charges once we spend all of the ones that we have. It's not like we can always have 3 every time, you know, just by waiting, right? So I think, oh, that's pretty cool. There's like a giant skull around it. I think the game is really trying its hardest to get us to, you know, kind of get rid of the mindset of saving equipment, you know? Even as far as potions and stuff like that is concerned, like even right now while we're climbing up here, I just ended up consuming another, give me the nanites! I just ended up consuming another potion that's gonna actually make us move faster so that I could climb this a little bit better. And generally, I'm trying to start consuming more of these resources because normally I'm very picky with that stuff and I try to save them all for the end. Not to mention we never know when a quest is gonna come up that we're gonna actually need it. But honestly speaking, I'm not really too worried about saving any of this stuff anymore. Especially because, you know, we're like you saw, we grabbed that burnt apple and we're full on our food supplies, right? So there's the Great Hyrule Forest. I'm wondering if this Thiflow Ruins, it's definitely a point of interest right there. Most definitely. But I wonder whether or not this is going to be the area that actually has Lake Maker, Makar Island. Ooh, Makar! That would be him. That would be the dude. I was going to just say, I don't exactly know where the inventory expansion is going to be, but Makar is his name, is it not? I'm pretty sure that it is. So we'll still end up going into the Lost Woods eventually, but as for right now, I want to actually climb up this skull right here because I'm very curious if there's a Korok at the top. Is there anything up here, or is it just for coolness sake? Whoa, ho, ho! Ooh, it's a Royal Claymore. Awesome, because that's actually my favorite two-handed weapon, just because it's cool. You kind of been noticing too, I've just been grabbing all the weapons that I can, just because we're breaking them so quickly, dude. Like, it's insane. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to go along the edge. Maybe, like, I don't know whether or not do we want to go along this way, or do we want to actually go at the edge of the forest right here. I think the edge of the forest, because that looks like it's something worth checking out. So let's try our best. Ooh. Let's try and glide over here. Maybe take a little bit of a peek before we call today's episode. Oh my. Oh, it's legit the Lost Woods and it's enchanted too. What the? Is that because we didn't have a torch? Or because we weren't on the pathway? What was that? Why did we get warped out? Oh no. Oh, it did warp us back to the entrance. Okay. And yeah, I'm pretty confidently going to say, because they're going to give us a torch, right? Right. Either that or is it, yeah, so we got to stay in the light. That's cool. So, you know what? I guess we're going to call it here for today, everybody. And then the next episode, we're going to be going through the Lost Woods with the hopes that we can end up getting our inventory expansion sometime in the next episode. But even if we don't, this is so mysterious and so cool. Like, seriously, this is awesome. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Very much appreciate it. Hope that you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. Sign on, stay epic, everybody. Believe in yourself.